Hi, welcome back. I hope you found that exercise helpful. What was you taught to believe? So we're going to move on to the next bit, which is talking about situations of high emotion can teach you beliefs in one-off sittings. You don't have to be brought up and learn it over time. You can learn it instantly. So for instance, a phobic response, you can be taught instantly that something is dangerous. So I used to be scared of birds. Situation happened when I was 18 months old. This situation happened. Hippie brother, with my dad's driving, my brother's got my grand's bird cage on the lap, and he starts talking about, I don't remember the conversation, but I'm told about the conversation, about how birds should be free and they shouldn't be caged. So he's opened the bird cage and let the birds out in a car. So if you don't know, birds can't fly in cars, apparently. So they're fluttering about trying to move and panicking because they've suddenly been let free in a place where they can't fly. So I panic because I'm only 18 months old, and I slide down behind my dad's driver's chair, screaming. The birds are flying in my hair and getting caught in my hair because they can't fly. I'm screaming and everything's going haywire. In that moment, I learn that birds are dangerous. That gets spread further. So are daddy longlegs and butterflies, and they all have flutter, right? So this fluttering is causing me to panic. So every time I see anything that flutters, I panic. So I got taught on a one-off situation that birds are dangerous. They're not, obviously, and I'm all right with birds now, but that caused me for many, many years, caused me to do crazy things, run across the road. If I saw a pigeon walking along the road, I'd panic and run across the road. So these things can happen on a one-off situation. So, but you can have emotive situations that teach you things as you go along anyway. So 13 years old, I was taught that I couldn't say no to sex. 13 years old, I was told by a boy that if I didn't have sex with him, well, he was a man, but only just, so he was 17. If I didn't have sex with this man, he would break both my arms. So I had sex with him. I didn't say no. It was my fault, obviously, or I thought it was my fault. But I learnt in that moment that I couldn't say no to sex. Therefore, whenever I got stuck into a situation that I didn't know how to get out of, I said yes, because I didn't know how to say no. The phobic response was the same thing. So birds are dangerous, but when you get into a situation, you go back into that way of behaving that you know. So when X happens, you do Y. And this can be any emotional experience can teach you to do a certain thing. So this was one of the massive things in my life that sent me down a dark road on more than one occasion when I shouldn't have been behaving that way. So the next exercise comes pretty quickly than the first. Do you have any emotional situations from your past that makes you behave in ways now? So did any emotional situations in your past imprint beliefs on you? So how do they make you think now? So the exercise, nice and simple. Do you have emotional situations in your past that imprinted beliefs onto you? And have a think about what those imprinted beliefs are, and we can talk about them later. Alright, so just have a think about emotional situations and how they imprinted beliefs onto you. Okay? Stop tape, have a little think, and I'll see you soon.